Welcome, Queen here live. Let's talk. Do you have a scarcity mindset? We're just getting into it today. We're just getting in. This is a big one. Do you have a scarcity mindset? A scarcity mindset is an interpretation of reality. Reality is negotiable, and I've talked about this a couple of times on my podcast already. Reality is negotiable. If a scarcity mindset is an interpretation of reality, that means there are other interpretations. Let's think on that. Scarcity mindsets are just interpretations of reality, specifically pressure. There are other interpretations. We don't have to get stuck in a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset is not fact. It's just your interpretation. How you are interpreting pressure. Pressure is normal. Pressure exists. Pressure is neutral. How we interpret pressure, that's the big difference in how we proceed, how we make decisions, how we move. It's how we interpret the pressure. Pressure comes up when we have deadlines, time constraints, time limits, when stakes feel high, when consequences matter, when other people are watching. That's pressure. Pressure, pressing on you, pressure. That's normal, but it's neutral. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just neutral. How we interpret that pressure. A scarcity mindset is a fear-based mindset. It's fear. You're afraid of something. Scarcity in particular means lacking. Something is scarce. Could be safety. You don't feel safe. It could be based on social settings, security, acceptance, fear of rejection, fear of judgment, criticism. So we're lacking acceptance. So we fear what happens when we're lacking acceptance or, rejection. If we feel like we're lacking resources, we're going to fear maybe spending. We'll start withholding, hoarding something because we feel like there's not enough. There's not enough to go around. There's not enough coming your way. You think. Remember, all of this is just your perspective. You can argue with me if you want. No, I really don't have money coming my way. I don't have... Look, we can argue later. Just stick with me here because there is a way. There is a way forward. There is another option. But let me see if I can maybe touch on a couple more things so that you could really understand the extent of a scarcity mindset. Like how much it affects. It can affect you. It can affect many people. So if you feel like, well, I can't afford to be wrong. I might lose something that I need. I don't have enough. You're probably going to do stuff like overcorrect, change your mind quickly, change decisions quickly. Don't stick to one thing. You change because of how you interpret some kind of pressure. A scarcity mindset is how we interpret pressure. Buckling under pressure is a consequence of when that interpretation overrides your thinking. From yesterday when I talked about stop starting meetings late because you're waiting on late people, that's in there in the social pressures. You don't want people to miss out. Because then if they're late and everybody doesn't get all the information at the same time, you got to play catch up. Oh, so-and-so, or if you're just joining us, blah, 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 trying to fill them in on what they missed and holding back everyone else who was on time. Nah, if they want the information, they can get it another way. You holding back the meeting, you holding back the people, no, that's not on you. That's not your task. You need to stick to the plan. Stick to the plan, respect the people that are there, move forward. If you planned on starting at noon, start at noon. The people who are late, they can ask questions later whenever you open it up to Q&A. They could ask the people that are there, hey, what I missed in the first 5 minutes? Later, they can catch up later. If they care about that information, they can go get it. It's not fair for you to hold back everyone else or anyone else just because people were late. So you thinking whatever, you got whatever fears around starting on time and people missing out, you gotta let that go, boo. You got to let that go. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. That's a jam right there. Come on. Okay. So what normally happens, here's how the sequence typically plays out. So, okay, there's some kind of pressure. And then somebody with a scarcity thinking, a scarcity narrative is going to activate. And then your thinking becomes unstable. And then you start withholding, you're shifting, deferring to somebody else, maybe an external authority. And that's a collapsing point. And it came because this scarcity narrative came into the picture and messed everything up. When you feel like, so scarcity is a narrative that makes pressure feel like loss. And loss makes people abandon their own thinking. You feel like you're losing something or you're lacking something, you're fearing something, you switch it up. That's where my work comes in. Is helping others strengthen their internal authority so that when pressure enters the room, you don't buckle. We really can't help pressure. It's one of those uncontrollables. We can't help pressure, but what we can help is how we look at it, how we interpret the pressure. It really is in your mind. It is in your mind. If you're the type of person that thinks everything is against them, there's no way out, you know what your reality is going to be? Everything is against you and there's no way out. What you seek, you find. If you want to strengthen your internal authority, stick with me. I have a couple of offerings. Feel free, have a look at my website, Queendom by Beauté.com. I got a couple things coming up, actually. A couple exciting things to add to my offerings to help. This, though, me going live daily, I said stop the stingy. And stinginess is a scarcity mindset. Because I was sitting there thinking, maybe I'll go live once a month, once every other month. Maybe I'll post like once a week, once every 2 weeks or something. Let me stretch it out. Because if I were to post or go live every day, I don't think I would have enough. That was me with the scarcity mindset. Is I'm not going to have enough. I'm not going to have enough to last. I'm going to run out after like a couple of days. Or maybe you're the type that thinks, well, I don't think people are going to like this, so I just keep it to myself. Hey, I've been there too. But if you believe nobody's going to like it and you keep it to yourself, you are doing a disservice to those who need you. And you know why you don't know who needs you? Because you're not out there. You're not shining your light. Your beacon is not apparent to those who need you. That switch you have is turned off. Nobody knows. It's dark. It's dark in that corner over there. We need to change our thinking. Now, how we go about strengthening the internal authority, I tell you a couple of tips and reasonings here and there, but I actually have frameworks. I have proprietary frameworks that I have developed. Proprietary frameworks. You can read about them on my website. I got something in my keynote that I use. I got a diagnostic, my core authority index. I have something that I use in my resolution intensive. I have something that I use in my immersion experience. Yeah, for you. For you to use. When you just give somebody advice, like, think positive. Okay. How exactly? It might seem self-evident, but it's not. Think positive. Okay. I'm happy. But then what do? That's not a playbook. That's not a series of steps to take in order to be someone who thinks positive. This is why you need frameworks. When you have a framework and it's, okay, A, B, C, do these things. This is why you do them. This is why they work. If you're not getting results, I'm going to say, did you do A, B, C? Nah, I just did A. You better get out of here now. Come on. A, B, C. I'm telling you, I'm setting you up for success because we all face pressure. We all face pressure. Some of us view pressure as just an improvement, an opportunity, a good challenge. We don't look at it like, oh no, and then get crushed under it. We rise to it. I think I'm going to stop there. Man, I cannot see how long I've been live. How long have I been live? Let me play around a little bit before I go. What's this? Oh, I can feature links. Wait a minute. Add a title and link viewers can open during my live. Cool. My website. I'm out here saying it. What do I want to call it? I know. Luxury transformation experiences. Of course. Oh, this is fun. Look at me learning. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, is that it? Oh, that's fun. You know what I want to do? Hold on. While I'm here, while I have you, let me put a link to... Nah, let me wait on that. No. Because I'm working on something. I'm working on something for my Queendom Compass. I was going to put in the link for how you can get the PDF complimentary. But I remembered, nah, I'm doing a big switch up. Am I still live? This is funny. Okay, what's this? Just looking around. Chill. I'm almost done. Oh, create a poll. Wow. Enable Q&A. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, next time. Okay. Scarcity mindset. Something to overcome. It's just an interpretation of pressure. It's not real. It's not fact. You can interpret pressure in a different mindset. I encourage you to give it a try. That's it. Queendom by Queen Beauté, Internal Authority. See you tomorrow.